Weather here only has one setting, and that setting is pain.
Yeah.
You go outside and it's like sticking your face in an oven.
It's true. I will say, I understand why you,
Why I complain so much?
Well, yes, but I was gonna say, I understand why you have such a love for Megas XLR, because while you do not live in Jersey, and I know you have lived in Jersey before.
I didn't live in Jersey, but I lived in that... on that eastern seaboard.
I'm sorry. While you don't live in Jersey, like, it is easy for me to think back to my time when I visited that spot in Arizona, and hey, nice jump over there. I saw that. Yeah. It's easy for me to think this just looks like an episode of Megas. Everything is orange and concrete, and nothing is here. It's cool that I can see the mountains, but that's kind of it. Your camera went on and you freaked out, so you had to shut down your computer. That's fair.
This is for you.
Oh, thank you. Of all of the reasons to shut down a, I appreciate this. Of all the reasons to freak out and shut down your computer, that's a pretty good one. Sick air. There's a growing need for me to have cameras on during some of either the classes that I do or some of the projects that I end up having to take on. And my first reaction whenever I have to do anything with a camera is like, okay, what static image can I put up instead that will just satisfy the bare minimum of me being here? Because I don't want people to see me. They gotta pay for that.
I hate being looked at. It's like the worst thing in the world.
Here's some soil.
Cool.
And
Here,
some soil.
I'll give you these empty ones.
Oh, thank you. You know, it's funny because on one hand, I love what I do, and I love being on stage, and I love being behind the camera. Sorry, in front of the camera rather. But I like to do that as my work. In life, I am an extremely introverted person, and I kind of, if I'm not actively working on something, if I'm not like trying to create something for people, usually I would just prefer to not be seen unless it's in a context in which I am. I'd like to be seen when the show is happening. Day to day, I would kind of just prefer if I could just cease existing while the show went on. Radical. If I could just be a voice behind a screen, that's enough.
A ghost in the machine, if you will.
Yes. I also feel like people who have a desire to constantly see themselves or make themselves seen are oftentimes people that I don't like to work with. Just in my experience.
There was a word for that we don't use in pleasant company.
I mean, you can call it a narcissist.
That is the word. I told you we don't use that word in pleasant company. What have you done?
Narcissist is like is a literary thing. Narcissus was a person.
Yeah, and he was an ass.
Yeah, that's why it's an apt descriptor.
And it's not nice.
I am not nice. It's not true. I'm too nice. What, you don't think I'm nice? Fuck you.
How dare you?
Say that to my face. I'll show you how nice I am. Oh, this is pretty up here.
That buggy putting the work in?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, wait a second.
Need a shredder. What?
I think I left the buggy at camp, actually.
I don't see it.
Let me go back.
You would lose it.
Oh, I found it. Why did I get out? I'm so confused. Oh, I know why I got out.
Automaton.
Confusion. Disgrace.
The orb of confusion.
The orb of confusion is pretty good. Deception. Disgrace. Now I remember. Just like constantly flipping the buggy over. That's what I tend to do in these games.
Yup.
Although to be fair, I do that in pretty much every game. Doesn't matter what I'm playing.
To tell you the truth, you probably should have been the one streaming because my footage is probably really, really boring.
No, it's fine.
And that's just now dawning on me.
You don't you worry about that, all right? You just have confidence in yourself and believe in the me that believes in you. This is a really cool mountain. Gurren Lagann told us to believe in ourselves. At least, I think it did. I didn't actually finish it. Because I knew how it ended.
That's also why I haven't watched it.
I knew how it ended, and I was like, that's awesome. I have seen enough of this show to know to not need to. Like, I understand the tone. I understand how the conventions of this kind of story work. And at the time, I was also watching Kill la Kill, and I don't think there is enough room in my life for both Kill la Kill and Gurren Lagann at the same time.
That's fair.
Like, these are very, very similar in a lot of ways. Also, if I remember correctly, I think the first time that I ended up watching it was around the time that I was also watching FLCL, and I was like, I think I like FLCL more.
Hey, FLCL is pretty good.
It is. I see a big beacon out in the distance, like a light shining into the heavens. Fluffy Boyo, if you want to make a chatting stream, I say you go for it. You should make whatever makes you happy, because if you make what makes you happy, people will watch it. The thing that sucks is when people try to make something to be popular that they are not actually all that interested in making, or not all that comfortable with making. At which point, it's like, well...
Now this is fun for nobody.
Yeah, now everybody sees the streamer being uncomfortable, right? As opposed to, I just wanna, like, join the stream and watch people have fun, see somebody enjoy their time with the video game. Or, you know, music or what have you. And honestly, that's the kind of thing that impresses me more is like some of the non-video game streams where people are like, yo, check out my band, or I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna sing on Twitch for like, you know, however many hours on requests. And I'm like, that's something. I appreciate that greatly. Because that's not easy to do.
It's not.
Whoop. Better grab one of these. Oh, I see you've researched glow sticks.
Yeah, I thought you might be able to use those.
Maybe so. Gonna go to that rave party in the woods again.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was cool.
I left a pack of them at home here for you.
Okay. I am digging through the side of a mountain, so I will return it at some point. I'm going out for a pack of space cigarettes. I'll be back at home eventually.
No, you're not supposed to say that when you actually plan on returning.
Oh no, you found out my secret. That I'm never returning.
Oh no.
Listen, son, you don't understand how good these space cigarettes are. Have you ever smoked a phantom cigar? Donna Burke just screams at you and then like 4 hours pass. It's great.
It's fucking metal.
Whoa, whoa. Words that kill. Oh man. Oh man. I can't wait to get to all of them, but 5 being so far off sucks because that game is amazing. Five is okay. So between Breath of the Wild and MGSV, my desire to play like open world games was kind of ruined by the two of them. Because like between the two of them, I don't have any other want out of one of those.
I get what you mean.
The only thing that I want out of an open world of that type that hasn't been done by those two is like that kind of thing, but in a modern environment. Like if I had the same kind of persistent intelligent systems and the same kind of inherent logic that you could do, and like the same level of interactability, but in a modern context, like with a map of like a Watch Dogs or a GTA or something like that, that would be incredible to me. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to, while I have my mountain set up here, I'm going to go make another cup of coffee, and I'll join you in a moment.
Go for it.
So hey, here's something for you.
What's up?
Some number of years ago, I went into a bookshop at one of our places downtown that we have that I think is no longer there anymore. And I bought a copy of a Tokyo Pop Cowboy Bebop anime guide. It is a paperback book with essentially just like a ton of resources and information and art on episode by episode Cowboy Bebop, right?
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it, and I imagine there's gotta be... It is literally like an old episode guide, like... Oh god, there's a poster in here and everything? Holy shit! There's like a fold-out poster in here with Jet holding like the net launcher gun.
That's awesome.
Jet Black, occupation, bounty hunter. His hobbies include bonsai, cooking, and reading. He's both intelligent and well-read, as well as an ex-cop with the ISSP. Age 36, excuse me?
Excuse me?
36? I thought Jet was like 46 at best. Jet makes a great teammate for Spike, even though they tend to get on each other's nerves most of the time. He's a man with a strong sense of duty and a big heart despite his imposing form.
How old does it say Spike is? That I want to know.
Spike is 27. Here's the thing, right? That makes sense for an anime, but I always assumed Spike was 30.
Same. I always assumed he was no younger than 30.
I always assumed he was like 30 to 32, and that Jet was like 46 to possibly like early 50.
Like, you don't get to have the kind of history that Spike has when you're 27. That takes a couple of more years, at least.
Even if you're me, someone with a horrible history with people, somehow you don't get to be like that. Also, Spike is like the prodigal assassin in a Illuminati-esque triad empire thing. Like, galaxy-spanning killers, right?
Right.
Like, the idea that Spike would do that at 27 is fucking crazy to me.
Like, he's 27 by the time he's out. No!
See, Faye Valentine is 23, although she's more like 500.
Yeah.
But 23, I would buy that. Oh, I love that they tried pretty hard to get some information on Ein, but the way that it's written, you can tell. Breed, Welsh Corgi. Very curious. After he was stolen by a pet thief, he was taken in by Spike and Jet and became the Bebop pet. Age 2 estimated. He's actually a data dog, developed in absolute secrecy by a shady facility. Highly intelligent. Male.
Seems that way.
Seems that way. Apparently Ed is a Sagittarius. Here's a question for you. How old do you think Ed is?
Like 13.
Exactly, 13. Right on the money.
Yep.
Depending on the episode, I occasionally thought that Ed was younger than 13.
Ed is young, but more than that, just weird. And that's where that comes from.
Yes.
You can get the impression that someone is younger than they are just because they're total weirdos.
A lot of people would probably guess that I'm not 25.
Because guess what? Most people, as they get older, turn fucking boring.
Oh, whoa. Okay, okay. We've got a whole section here on every spaceship.
Ooh, cool.
The Red Dragon Mothership. Huh. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of this stuff before. Part of me wants to, like, put scans of this up online somewhere. Oh, and you know what? We've actually got some art in here. Some, like, sketches and, some pre-release art, which is interesting.
That is cool.
Ed is drawn in such a way that reminds me very much of... What's their name? Noodle from Gorillaz.
There is
Also,
kind of an overlap there.
Best of luck to you, Fluffy Boyo. I hope that goes well for you. Giraffe was once a partner with Zebra in a secret anti-government organization. Man, the way that these guys are drawn makes them look like they're part of Foxhound.
And that is a good way to be.
If you, like, at any point have a character design that reminds me even passingly of Yoji Shinkawa, great job. Yeah, this is neat. They've got art of, like, the inside of the refrigerator.
That's such an overly specific thing. I love it.
It's like, it's so detailed that because it's in black and white, I can't tell what's going on.
I believe that is known as visual noise.
Yes. The Bebop rat was suspected of being the secret identity of the mysterious creature. He's just a fucking rat.
Wasn't it like some kind of weird space blob thing that Ed just ate, though?
Yes.
That's how I remember that episode ending.
That is the end of the episode.
And there is no resolution whatsoever. It's fine.
Nope.
Don't worry about it.
No. Why would there be resolution?
Don't you worry about a thing.
This is neat. What year was this? This was... This was first printed in February of 2002.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Printed in Canada. Oh yeah, Tokyo Pop. Wasn't Tokyo Pop Canadian?
Probably.
I don't remember if they were or not, but that seems familiar to me.
Ooh,
A lot of
shiny.
those production houses were. Oh shit. I love this. Okay?
Okay.
I have a Nickelodeon cookbook that I stole from one of my elementary schools when I was a kid. And the reason why I kept it to this day is because A, it's in like perfect condition. Like it's still crisp and there's no like weathering on any of the pages or anything. It's also like there are a lot of cartoons in here that are either off the air or were not on the air for very long. And the third one, the third thing I'll mention about this is the way in which they... So this is a cookbook. Ostensibly, the idea is supposed to be that they teach you how to make food, right?
Right.
A lot of the recipes in this call for you to just like buy most of the food like out of a box or like a frozen thing and make it that way. Okay. Fairly Odd Parents Chester cheese pizza. When Chester is freaking out, which is often, a slice of this always saves the day. Ingredients: 1 package of pizza dough mix. Ingredients: 1 jar of your favorite pizza or spaghetti sauce. Like, fuck you! What? No, you have to make it!
It's not a cookbook.
Tell me how to make the dough! Tell me how to make the sauce! Fairly Odd Pancakes. Okay, see, this actually tells you... This one actually tells you how to make pancakes. It's like straight up eggs, milk, eggs, buttermilk, vanilla in a mixing bowl. Oh, excuse me. 2 cups of pancake mix. Alright. No.
No.
That's incorrect. I love this. This is, yeah, that's the third reason that I kept this, was because it was just like... The idea that you would have a cookbook, and it's like, step 1, go buy this instead of making it, is awesome. And right next to it, I have a cookbook of Elizabethan era, like, anything that would have appeared in a Shakespeare play. It's called Shakespeare's Kitchen, and it's supposed to be like historic like representation and accurate versions of some of the food that has showed up in his shows, right?
Right.
And
that sounds
one is,
like something you would own.
That one is like stupidly complicated to the point that I pick those out, and sometimes I'm like, all right, how do I make this bread bowl? And it's like, oh, here's this type of broth making mechanic that is just alien to me. Like, I might as well be looking at runes. What? Pigs in a blanket. Ingredients: 1 package plankton bait, 1 fishing rod. Oh, this is awesome. Fresh plankton or 1 hot dog. Since plankton is very difficult to fish for and too hard to find in the grocery store, hot dogs work as a good substitute. I like that. That's pretty fucking good. Oh, this shit is good. Okay, hold on. We have a SpongeBob SquarePants peanut butter and jellyfish jelly sandwich.
Oh, this I gotta hear.
Ingredients: 2 slices of bread, 1 jar peanut butter, 1 jar jellyfish jelly. Healthy options: choose whole wheat bread instead of white. Thanks, book. I wouldn't have fucking figured that out. Serves 1. If you're unable to locate a jar of peanut butter will do in a pinch.
I might be fucking lost down here. Why did you make these paths loop?
Because non-Euclidean geometry is something that I've been getting way into recently, and since you've been wanting to play Control, and I was like, well, if you want to play Control, you better get used to this.
I do want to play Control.
By the way, you will be. We will be doing it. Doing the dual stream thing. I have an idea for how I want that to work.
It's good that you have an idea.
Yes.
Usually people with ideas get more things done than people who don't.
Unless the people who have ideas don't have money.
That's true.
And the people who do have ideas, or don't have ideas, have the money, then it doesn't matter. The further you get into this book, by the way, the more recipes start to be like actual recipes. This is the one that I think solidified me keeping it. There is a rocket power potato pocket recipe, and I'm like, rocket power did not stay on the air for very long at all. This is a very specific era of time. Oh my god, okay. Wild thornberry, wild boy berry waffles. Ingredients: 1 package of frozen waffles.
And it makes me wonder, like, who is this for?
Your
first instinct is to say, well, it's for kids.
This is for kids to look at the illustrations and then to show them to their parents so that they can make it together. That's who this is for. But that's not the real answer. The real answer is that this book was printed 20 years ago for EndsvilleArcade and for everybody to read it on stream. They knew.
They knew? You think they knew?
Yeah, absolutely. What the Oh, okay. The next thing on here is Tito's Hula Cocktail. And I'm like, excuse me? A cocktail? But no, it's talking about like a shrimp cocktail. It's not a cocktail. I'm like, okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
So what you're saying is they lied. What the hell is that thing?
there are 3 rocket power recipes in here, which means not only was this when rocket power was on the air, this was printed and distributed when rocket power was extremely profitable, which was like 2 years maybe.
God damn it, where's my stuff?
Pasta Squidward. This is Squidward's favorite meal, which he tends to eat alone in his house. Ingredients: 1 pound pasta, 2 tablespoons olive oil, 1 pound ground beef, 1 jar spaghetti sauce, grated Parmesan cheese, 1 octopus named Squidward to tell you how much better he makes the dish.
That's pretty good.
Okay, we've got Jimmy Neutron fries, and they tell you how to actually make fries, so that's cool.
I guess I die again.
Well, you can die, but then you'll live and, you know, die and live again.
You know how it goes.
I do.
The good news is I didn't have anything that couldn't be replaced.
Wonderful.
But that doesn't mean I don't want it back.
AJ's Gelatin Delight. Ingredients: 1 box of flavored gelatin. There's other stuff. Like, I'm not saying that they don't also call for boiling and cold water, chopped fruit, and whipped cream. But the idea that they don't just tell you how to make gelatin off the bat is great. Ooh, okay. Oh, we're nearing the end of the book here. Yo, they got peppermint fudge brownies, which is great. Oh boy. Oh my god. Okay, do you remember when Nickelodeon used to do like the green slime everywhere?
Yeah. I remember us talking about the banana pudding.
Yes, there is a green slime birthday cake. Ingredients: 1 box of yellow cake mix, plus ingredients listed on back of box. 1 large box of instant vanilla pudding mix, plus ingredients listed on back of box. Green food coloring. You have it here. You've heard it here first, folks. Oh, yeah, this one just tells you straight up how to make an apple pie. Pineapple pudding. There's a sundae recipe.
Now I need to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna get out of here.
4 rocket power. 4 rocket power recipes. We now have an after ski cocoa. Oh, we have a Nigel Thornberry exotic fruit smoothie.
Good.
Which is fantastic. Oh, right. Right, okay. So we also have several pages of never used stickers.
Ooh.
Which is another reason why I've kept this book. Because this is like actually one of those things that is beyond out of print. This is super cool. This is, every time I open this book, I'm like, okay, this starts off as a joke, and it is a joke. And then I look at it more and I'm like, this is neat. A lot of this stuff is really cool. I apologize to whatever school library it was that I stole this from. Deal with it.
What's a fucking school library need with Nickelodeon stickers anyway?
I need it more.
God, how am I gonna get out of here? It only goes down.
I Welcome to my maze, my hall of mirrors, Spider-Man.
I've got kind of a... Oh, I just touched a tether.
Good job.
Can't be that far from the exit.
You say that. You don't know. I was gonna grab another book, but I can't do it without knocking down my Magneto statue. And I'm not willing to knock down my Magneto statue.
Foiled by Magneto again.
Curses. Xavier!
This just kind of turned into a casual book reading stream, which is kind of what I wanted anyway.
I mean, I can do that. I've certainly got books.
Like, not strictly books so much as, like, me not having to think, or talk, or fill for time. I'm pretty big on that.
Yeah, no, I'm down for that whenever. The thing I need is material. If I could have, like... God, there was something that I was gonna do. Oh! I remember what I was gonna do. I'll need to do it next time, because I'll need to have it in front of me before we start.
Oh, that sounds promising.
It's basically this, but way worse.
That sounds promising. I need iron, and I don't think we can get it on this planet.
Oh! Oh my god! I have strategy guides for not only Final Fantasy VII, but also Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII, which we will not be playing.
I'm glad that that's framed like it's a good thing.
It is! Crisis Core is not, like, entirely terrible, but it's dumb. It's really dumb. It's also... Crisis Core is the one that will spoil 7 the hardest if you don't know what 7 is already. Oh god. I have a copy here of Ready Player One.
Why?
I think it came... You remember Loot Box?
Yeah?
I think it came in a loot box.
Fucking box.
And again, this would have been like a year or maybe 2 years before the movie came out. So it was just the book, and I didn't know yet.
How could you know?
I have no idea. Yes, but what test? What test was I supposed to take? The Kobayashi Maru? The Pepsi Challenge? Could the clue have been any more vague? Man, yeah, this book really throws shit out there. Kobayashi Maru. I knew the secret to deciphering the riddle must involve the wrapper in some way, but I still couldn't sort out how. I wondered if it might be a reference to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, but then decided against it. There couldn't have been any golden ticket inside the wrapper. It must have some other purposes or meaning. I literally can't turn a page without them, like, name-dropping something.
Every time it happens, take a shot!
That same letter A appeared in the character symbol box on James Halliday's first Dungeons & Dragons character sheet.
God, that guy is a fucking dweeb.
You're allowed to be as much as a dweeb as you want if you create Dungeons and Dragons, though.
I'm not fucking talking about Dungeons and Dragons, though.
I know. But that was an alias used by Jack Burton in Big Trouble in Little China. Awesome movie, by the way.
Yeah,
The
this
awesome movie,
motherfucker
by the way,
seemed to
was-
think so.
That was me. That was me saying it was an awesome movie. They just name drop it. Maybe I'm no better.
Maybe we were the villains all along.
Are we the baddies? We might be the baddies. You know, I have a strategy guide here for Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots. And that's a game that I look at that and I'm skeptical. I'm like, I don't know if this strategy guide has all of the information necessary. There's so much shit in those games. I was ready to rock is the start of this chapter. Uh-huh. This isn't great. I'm like sifting through this book trying to find something that's interesting to read, and it's all just kind of the same thing.
You didn't even have to finish that sentence.
No.
What am I doing here?
This character's name is Artemis with a 3 instead of an E. I don't like that in a written context. I didn't know how much I didn't want to see Leet speak in like a written book.
A fucking paperback?
A paperback. Welcome back, Fluffy Boyo. It's good to see you. I dislike that cross-section of events.
You may not like that, but you may like this. How does a jetpack sound to you?
I like jetpacks. I like jetpacks quite a lot.
It's a bit of a ways off, but it's in the game.
Over the past 6 years, I'd watched Holy Grail exactly 157 times. I knew every word by heart. Smooth move, X-Lax. Sorry, what?
Do you know what this book is?
Trash?
Yes, but also, do you remember that episode of Futurama?
Yes.
Yes.
Which one?
Really? I thought you would just get it.
Well, it's been a while, but which one?
It's the one where Fry wishes that life was more like a video game.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that.
Yes. Oh god. This is weird. But I kind of forgot how books smell.
I thought you were gonna say I kind of forgot how books work.
No, man. A PDP-1, an Altair 8800, an IMSI 8080, an Apple I right next to an Apple II, an Atari 2600, a Commodore PET, an Intellivision, several different TRS-80 models, an Atari 400 and 800, a ColecoVision, a TI-99/4, a Sinclair ZX80, a Commodore 64, various Nintendo and Sega game systems, the entire lineage of Macs and PCs, PlayStations, and Xboxes. Finally, completing the circle was an Oasis module, connected to an immersion rig in the center of the room. That was a lot. That was like half a paragraph. I tried the Apple II on the table beside it. It wouldn't switch on either. After a few minutes of experimentation, I discovered that the only computer would power on was one of the oldest, the IMSI 8080, the same model of the computer Matthew Broderick owned in war games.
This whole book sounds like a lost bet.
Yeah, I should probably sell this or
Burn
get it away.
I'm always in favor of burning things, personally.
An egg. The egg. I know this about you. Yeah, I mean, the comparison to the comparison to that episode is not at all unfounded.
It's the same damn show.
This is all boring. I think they're having characters happen now. Oh, the book is over. I thought that there was more stuff. It's just a couple of pages of acknowledgement. Never mind.
That's fine.
What's the final line in this book? Oh, that's not too bad, actually. I won't spoil it on stream for all of you who are interested in the rich text of Ready Player One.
So let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I just built a solid fuel thruster. And
Yeah.
you can put it on a rocket ship, and you can use it to fly to other planets. But you know what else you can do?
What?
You can just stick it on the front of this tractor and watch it go.
That's good. It's pretty good. Enchanting, says USA Today. Klein is an ingenious conjurer, talented at translating high concept into compelling storytelling. Its geeky characters are geeky cool. Its action is imaginative, always cinematic, and you don't have to be a geek to get it.
Damn, dude.
The mystery and fantasy in this novel weaves itself in the most delightful way, and the details that make up Mr. Klein's world are simply astounding. Ready Player One has it all. Nostalgia, trivia, adventure, romance, heart, and, dare I say it, some very fascinating social commentary, says the Huffington Post.
My body is not rated for this kind of exposure. God damn it.
There are so many of these. Oh my god, this is in the book. Like, all these reviews are at the beginning of the book. Funny, and fabulously entertaining. Even readers who need Google to identify the Commodore 64 or Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Chide will enjoy this memorably and feast.
Does it say Chide?
It says Clyde. I'm sorry, it says Clyde. There's a smudge.
Would have fucking lost my shit.
Chide.
What was I saying?
Chide is a way better name. I don't know. I cut you off too fast. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, I'm starting to wonder if New Vegas would have been better than this.
No.
This horror that I have wrought by doing this.
No, because I would have done it anyway.
I would have hoped that New Vegas would have been at least a little bit more interesting.
What are you talking about? This is great.
Are we just slowly turning into a book channel?
No, I only have so many books. I mean, I'll read Shakespeare on here, but I don't think that people would want that.
We're not at that point yet. We haven't hit rock bottom. Shakespeare is rock bottom.
That's right. Shakespeare. Fucking get that shit out of my face. Let's talk about the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy and rocket power.
William Shakespeare, get that shit out of my face. Let's talk about Ready Player One. There's not enough booze in the world.
William Shakespeare. More like, why am I here?
Hey, do you want to, like, fly to another planet? Might be cool.
Sure. Oh, you mean in the game? Yeah, alright. Hold on. Let me put this book away. Let me make sure that I keep this tome encased in a way that it does not get further damaged by the ravages of time. Keep your suit on, Magneto. You're fucking lucky, Bix. I almost grabbed a Kingdom Hearts 2 official strategy guide, but I didn't.
I'm just over here kicking this can. Kicking that can down the street. We might already be at rock bottom.
I mean, I've spent a lot of time digging these holes, so that makes sense. We're gonna save the Shakespeare for Silent Hill. Because Silent Hill has Shakespeare puzzles in it.
Is Silent Hill on the agenda? Did I miss something?
One day. I don't know when. One day. At least those first two. You know what? The first three, honestly, 3 is pretty good. They're just kind of a pain to get running correctly in a way that looks good.
I feel like if you're gonna play 1, you should also play 3, but if you're just gonna play 2, you can just play 2.
Yeah. Well, I genuinely like the first 3 of them. The Room is okay. The Room is a weird stream to do because, like, that game has, like, health meters and combo shit on the screen while it's trying to pretend that it's a horror game. And it's like, I don't know what the tone of this stream is supposed to be.
Hey,
You know
that
what I
sounds
mean?
perfect for us.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's interesting. It's not... I would hesitate to call it good, but I would call it interesting. The ultimate failing of these games is that they're not exactly what I want them to be in every way. That's the real failing.
And that's life.
No, Silent Hill is really interesting. The thing that bugs me about it is, in a lot of ways, I kind of think that Silent Hills is the game that I always wanted that to be, and of course it'll never exist. Unless I'm wrong and it exists one day in some form, if somehow Konami is not up its own ass and Kojima and Del Toro get to make that game, great. If not, there is, between Death Stranding and MGSV, there is enough.
Alright, here is your vessel.
Oh god. I was gonna do a joke where I just immediately launch before you get in, and then I was like, that's a really stupid idea.
Yeah, well, guess what? It's only got 1 seat.
Oh, okay.
You might want to bring some resin with you so you can make some oxygen filters.
I'm sorry, what's that? I can't hear you over the sound of this ignition.
And there he goes.
She packed my bags last night, pre-flight. 0 hour, 9 a.m.
I don't know how many
Man.
burns that thing is good for. So, good luck.
Well, it's launched me into a menu that I can't read, it seems. So, I guess I'll... guess I'll just stay here then.
Oh. Oh, now we've done it.
Oh, boy.
This is Major Tom to ground control.
This is the other way.
Not in the verse I'm doing.
Well, no, I guess later on you're right.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna... For whatever reason, I thought you were gonna go, this is the story of a girl. Cried a river and drowned the whole world. She took my fucking spaceship. And now I'm gonna die in space, alone.
The end.
That song takes a really dark turn.
Yeah.
It's a really underrated bit of horror in musical form that I think is kind of underappreciated. This is the story of a girl who stole my spaceship and doomed the whole world. Oh wait, I can click on that.
Yeah, do it.
Damn it. I'm so disappointed because now I've learned how the rocket ship works.
Oh, I see you. I saw your blip on the horizon.
That's right. What's up, alien bitch? I'm here to take all your stuff.
We're gonna
Captain's
find that
log.
ship and your corpse later. It's gonna be great.
Stardate 35113. I have landed on a desolate moon with nothing but... Oh god, I didn't land on the moon. I initially landed on the moon only for the spaceship to jettison me from said spaceship, but now I'm fine? Oh, thank you, Fluffy Boyo. I appreciate that. We'll take a look at that when the stream is down. There's only so much that I can... Oh, you know what? I very much remember getting to this exact point when we originally played the game, and like me crash landing our pod on the moon.
That's awesome.
I'm glad you like it.
Those who do not learn from the past are doomed to repeat it. Now find me some iron and bring it home.
No.
Yes.
I
see your no, and I raise you a counterpoint. Yes.
Every time she makes a point to make a counterpoint. Anybody who likes some Streetlight Manifesto is very welcome in this stream. I do have a book in here about, like, Space Marines somewhere that's not Halo. I never read it because I kind of think Space Marines are lame. But I do have one.
I still think that Starship Troopers the book is better than Starship Troopers the movie. That's my contentious opinion.
I mean, usually books are better than the movies. Just by virtue of having more content and more of an ability to explore the fiction, right?
Yeah, who's the ass who invented movies anyway? Fuck that guy. Books are way better.
I believe that was Sir Albert Einstein.
It was Charlie Chaplin.
He made movies to distract from his distracting hair.
Did it work?
No.
Because nobody remembers that
hair?
he did it.
Charlie Chaplin did not invent movies, by the way. That's wrong.
No, shut up.
Charlie Chaplin was a star in a number of silent movies, but he did not invent movies.
Shut up. Don't tell them that.
Movies were invented by assholes in the Wild West to trick you. Make a movie of a speeding train coming directly at the camera so that people leap out of their seats in the theaters because they're too stupid to understand what a fucking screen is. And that's the plot of Red Dead Redemption 2.
There's a joke in there about microtransactions and, like, pixels on a screen, but I'm too lazy and dumb to make it. But the thought is there. I just want you to know that.
The joke is that we're mentioning a game made by Rockstar.
Then why is nobody laughing?
I'm laughing.
Laughing quietly.
That's right. That's my Metal Gear power. The nanomachines inside my bloodstream allow me to laugh silently so that I am not detected on the battlefield.
Because everything is hilarious.
It's all so fucking funny! You know what? I'll say that about Metal Gear also, is that, the thing that I also like about Metal Gear is there is remarkably little in the way of like profanity, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say that Metal Gear doesn't seem like an F-bomb kind of franchise.
There's not very many. I remember a character in MGS4 who did it, and I think they do it twice, and it was like kind of shocking because you don't really hear that in Metal Gear.
Yeah.
I think you hear like shit and damn sometimes. And that's about it. Phantom Pain, I want to say maybe has some instances of it. They also do it sometimes in like foreign languages. Sometimes you'll come across like a guard who'll say something in a language that you don't speak natively. But yeah, like F-bombs very rarely happen, and worse than that, almost I don't think ever happens.
I mean, I don't think you can do much worse than that without becoming like outright racist.
Well, you can, and there are characters in Metal Gear who are that type of character. Like Skullface would say some terrible stuff. But oh man, Skullface is like actively the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one Metal Gear that I'm maybe not looking forward to is eventually getting to Ground Zeroes, because I mentioned before that I have some problems with Kojima, and that over time I think he has maybe lost a little bit of taste. And that he definitely... Ground Zeroes is a situation that very much goes too far. And I won't say any more because hey, guess what? That's like a year away. That will get there, and also I don't want to talk about Ground Zero until I have to talk about Ground Zeroes. Because there's so much interesting stuff with like the development of that game and why it is the way that it is. But also just like, oh man, Skullface.
So what's going on? Have you not died yet somehow?
No, somehow I'm still alive.
I seriously expected you to be dead by now.
Yeah, me too. I'm playing this video game though, and I'm doing alright there too. I haven't lost a life yet.
You're making us all proud.
Thanks. I mean, don't be too proud. I haven't found anything yet. So far, the moon appears to be a moon.
Impossible. We are the Moonanites, and we are being out-mooned.
I hope he can see what I'm doing with my hand, because I'm doing it as hard as I can. The Mooninites are great. I miss Aqua Teen.
Yeah.
That's one of those shows that I haven't gone back to in, like, actual years. I feel like in the last 5 years, I've maybe seen 3 episodes of Aqua Teen.
I've seen, like, maybe 5 episodes worth of clips on Adult Swim's YouTube page. That's how much Aqua Teen I've watched.
Ice on my fingers and my toes, and I'm a Taurus. I always think about Danzig making the houses, Danzig and the Bleeding House. That's one of the first images that always comes to mind.
He's like, you keep that elf blood flowing. It's a good episode.
What's the one with, like, all of the... Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm probably gonna die now. I just fell down a really big hole in the middle of this moon. Wave goodbye to your secret crap, because... Yeah, there's no way I'm getting back up there. Well, maybe. I don't know. If I start digging now, maybe.
Come on, do it faster.
I'll do my best. Son, you've got a way to fall. You're gonna lose it all. Here's something that I'm kind of looking forward to when we do Metal Gear, though.
Yeah?
I have not played all of those games because I haven't played the PSP ones. So eventually, when we get around to doing Peace Walker, that will be new for me. Like, I know the story of Peace Walker, but I have never played it.
Metal Gear is going to be an honest-to-God marathon.
Yeah, I don't see a way of doing Metal Gear where I can keep myself from playing all of those games in a row. Oh, here we go. I found it. I'm alive.
Good job.
Colonel, I've managed to avoid dying.
Good job, Raiden.
Man, MGS2, MGS2 has to be my favorite out of all of them. Because every time I think back to it, I'm just like, okay, in a gameplay sense and in a technology sense, like, what a fucking improvement. Like, MGS1 is great, and it plays well. MGS2 is just, like, taking the same game, but with, like, unlimited money. It's also the most interesting and subversive one, story-wise, I think.
I know that people don't like that game, and that's reason enough for me to be interested in it.
Let me ask you a question. Is that all you know about it?
I know people don't like it, and I know why.
Okay.
I have a vague idea of why.
That's perfect, because that's how much I knew when I played it, and it still was new to me. So that's a good way to come into it. Huh, okay. I found one of these space structures. Looks like it's from Tron.
Oh, neat. Found one of those, did you?
I did. I did.
Did you? You did?
So purple. So purple and got black on it. And, nope, I better turn back. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. It was probably a bad idea to give me the mission to find more of a material.
Yeah, but I know you like to explore.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm finding stuff, but none of it is gonna help you.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah, fair enough, huh?
That's the extent of my logic. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
They told me it was a bad idea. I told them to eat my lunch. Alright, we're launching. Oh wait, I left behind my backpack. Oh well, we're launching.
Well, if what you say is true, it probably didn't have anything good in it.
Nah, not really. Nah.
Not enough cash, stranger.
Thank you. I'm really glad that we ended up finding Dead Space because, like, I was all set and had the plan all ready to go to do RE4, and then stuff just kind of didn't quite work out.
It's a good compromise.
Yeah, I mean, you know what they say, imitation is the most sincere form of flattery. So.
Oh god. Oh no.
What?
My tractor's upside down. Tractor, please.
Can you use a tractor beam on it to get it back upright?
It comes with one built in, because it's a tractor.
Well, of course.
The fuck kind of hobo operation you think I run here?
What is this amateur night and Dixie bullshit? Three, two, one. Earth below, drifting falling. Oh, it doesn't like it when I scroll the wheel up and down like that.
I thought you were gonna say, oh, it doesn't like it when I sing.
It doesn't, but it's too bad. Oh, what's that? That looks important. Can I break it?
I was literally about to say, hey, break it though. That's not right.
Found a superstructure.
Found some alien bullshit.
Looks important. Looks fragile. Oh my god, I just remembered there's a character in Death Stranding named Fragile. But not that fragile. You're gonna... I think you're really gonna like that game. Because I think for the same reason that most people hate that game, I think you're gonna like it.
That's a strong endorsement.
Let me say, it helps that you like games like this, because people who don't like that game, I think, come from the perspective of, I want another Metal Gear game from Metal Gear Man, and it's just not. Like, there is some stuff that you can see a lot of the systems that were built upon from specifically MGSV, but the story is vaguely Metal Gear-ish in the ways that I like, but without the same kind of intrigue and stuff that people... It's not like a James Bond movie like some of them are.
Oh, this could not be going worse.
Where are you?
Falling down the center of the earth in my tractor.
Where did you start from?
The surface. I think
Just
I'm
like randomly?
I ran out of power and then fell into a ditch.
Oh, good. Great.
And like that's how my day's going.
If there was some way for me to find you, I would. I came back to the planet.
No, I don't want to die. Not like this. Not like this! Okay, I'm alive. Somehow. But I'm
alive.
I am stuck. I need to find a way out.
I'll help you if I can.
Luckily, I have the supplies for some oxygen filters, rather.
Well, where did you start from? Like, was there a chain?
I was near the base. There was a tether chain nearby.
All right.
But with that said, I fell pretty far.
I fell in the pit. I will try to find you. Were you by this, like, chasm? Like, this ravine?
No, it wasn't a ravine. It was a sloped cave that just went, like, down into the ground. I feel like I've been in here before, and I don't remember how I got out. I see some junk over there, but I don't know if that junk is related to us.
I mean, if it's trash, it's probably got something to do with us. The problem is that there are so many places that you could be.
Mm-hmm. I know it. That's a big shiny.
Yeah. Eventually,
My best bet might
I'll
be to
find
just,
you.
like, tunnel back up to the surface directly.
Probably.
It's a shame about that tractor. Maybe I could get it loose.
Oh, here's a slope that goes down. Oh, I don't know if this was the original one.
Oh, hey
there,
Prince
Prince
Cosmo.
Cosmo.
How you doing? I am
Bix
stuck
is
in the
trapped.
center of the earth.
He's slowly dying.
Yep. That? No.
Let me ask you another question, all right?
Yeah.
When you started like sloping down into the earth,
Oh, I see your circle. It's actually not that far away.
you see my what?
Your ground circle. You're very close.
Oh. Okay, yeah. In that case, I know where you are.
I can almost see you.
Hey, what's up? Oh, that's you dead.
Yeah, no, not me alive, which is what you want.
Prince Cosmo in chat asks if this is multiplayer, and it is.
Time
Do you want me
make
to
some
just
oxygen filters?
Do you want me to just keep that where it is?
You see it, right? You see the tractor?
No.
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 I see a light.
I guess if you sloped downward, it's probably in here.
It's like,
Oh, I see you. I see where you are.
You see me, or do you see the tractor?
I see you.
I can see your light. I don't see you.
Yeah. I am directly above you.
Yeah.
I've been up above it. Oh, here you are.
Yeah.
I think this is your tractor.
Yeah.
Here.
Well, at least the tractor's loose, and I can plug some batteries into it.
Geronimo! I'm dead!
Maybe not the best idea you've ever had?
No, it's fine. I saved your tractor. That's enough for me.
Yeah, fair enough. Now well, it's kind of stuck in the ground here.
So unstick it with your gun.
I plugged a battery into it.
Remember, try to remember the basics of terraforming.
Wow, this thing could practically climb like a 90-degree angle. Come on.
Wow,
come
this
on.
thing is practically a tractor.
No, but look at this. Wow. No, no!
Hold on. This thing is like some sort of land-based vehicle.
No! No!
Whoop! 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 Oh no. Yeah.
Now we're both stuck down here.
It's just you, me, and this procedurally generated planet between us.
This procedurally generated planet they generated between us. Oh my god.
I need to make some of those plankton pigs in a blanket.
The good news is that the tractor is an oxygen source if you just come here.
Oh, you're down? Okay.
Yeah, I fell.
Well, hello.
Having a rough day.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's alright. You want to get back up to the surface?
I would like that.
Is that...
I would like that
Okay.
very much.
Stick by me and we will make it happen. Given that our main ability here is to just terraform the planet at our will, it's honestly not that difficult to make a path all the way back up. It takes a little bit of time, but not as much time as you might think. Say this because this is all I spent this game doing, was just fucking digging myself deeper into ditches.
This is true. This is not my forte.
No. This part of the game is exactly what I like, which is like, hey, here's this really complicated problem. How do you fix it? And the answer is, well, effectively just keep punching the ground until the ground ceases to be ground.
Grind the ground into finely ground ground, if you will.
Grind the ground into some sort of sandwich. A grinder, if you will. Whoa, that's a thing there. Yeah, I mean the vehicles in the game, as you've no doubt noticed, can just kind of scale whatever.
They
As
also
long as you
lose
have-
the ability to steer when they run out of power.
Alright, we gotta turn this way. I need more power.
This tractor might be lost. It does not want to cooperate.
Been working on the moon base. Here, you should be able to get up this way. Oh no, Fluffy Boyo is sick. Sorry. Hope you feel better.
Careful. Careful!
We're going this way.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Well, we're going this way until it breaks off again, at which point we will make like another 90-degree angle turn and then do it again. There we go. Captain's log. Stardate WAOS0063. We stuck our tractor in the middle of the moon, and now we can't get home. Our mission: to seek out new life and old civilizations, and a place for our tractor.
Where is my tractor?
Yeah, you remember that that Ashton Kutcher early 2000s comedy, Dude, Where's My Tractor?
That's the one.
Turns out it was on a moon. And then they had to start terraforming for like 4 hours. And then they got to the end of the movie and he's like, oh dude, there's my tractor. And Ashton Kutcher was like, oh thank you dude. And he's like, no problem, dude. I remember a time when that movie was like extremely successful. We gotta go this way.
Hey!
Yeah, yeah.
Now I just need to get through it somehow. Is that even flat ground?
What? This? No. Now it's relatively flat. There you go. Yeah, see if you can make it over here. Let me give you some light.
Here we go, here we go.
Yeah. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Nothing wrong with me. Stay in the Endsville chatterbox till you want to leave the voice call. Yeah, absolutely. And welcome again. Well, Bix, here's my pitch to you.
Yeah?
Currently 6 o'clock and we've managed to procure our way back to the top. Would you like to get the tractor back up there and then call it?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Okay. Just,
All this work for a tractor, these things are not hard to make. But now it's about the challenge.
it's about the story. Bank left over here, just in case.
I will try.
Sure
This thing does not want to behave.
It's almost like it's a tractor.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Let me try something. Let me take these batteries off it. Maybe they're adding to the weight or something. Come on.
If you're just...
Look what happens every time I stop moving.
If you're... Yeah, I see it. If you're just nice to the tractor and you tell the tractor that you believe in it, the tractor will eventually come to understand you as a friend and a source of comfort.
Maybe if I just go backwards.
Yeah.
Drive it like a forklift.
You tried to kill me with a forklift. Olay!
This scenario really speaks for itself.
In the not too distant future, way down in deep 13. Alright, we can go this way. This will be an easier path for your tractor than going up by foot. Because we're practically there already. There you go. Green grass.
I need to plug that battery back in.
Whoop, whoop. We did a good job cleaning up the place, but our bosses didn't like us, so they shot us into space.
I hope we don't, like, come up under our base and just drop a bunch of shit into the pit.
No, that'd be great. Shut up.
Yeah, you know what? It would be great, because it's not like we're going to use this save again.
No, we're not. If you're
on.
wondering how we eat and breathe and other science facts, just repeat to yourself that it's just a show and you should really just relax. What's gonna work? Teamwork.
Freedom!
Freedom.
And
There
the
you
tractor
go.
suddenly runs out of batteries and just starts rolling backwards into the pit again.
It explodes. It explodes halfway down the decline, and then just like the charred carcass of it starts flipping into the deep darkness. Well, guess we gotta make another tractor.
Well, there's more where that came from.
And speaking of which, I'd say that's probably just about it for today.
And this is the part where we do this. That's not the right button. Yeah, there we go.
That's right. Take it easy, everybody.